Get my mic on. All right. Greetings, all, and welcome back to another episode of What's a reborG podcast. I'm reborG. Merry Chrimah, everybody. I know you ain't supposed to say it like that, and it'll probably look real niggerish on the when you look at it on tube, but I don't care, man. I'm a nigga, man. Accept me for who I am. I don't know how, but I got off today, and I don't usually have Christmas off and stuff like that. When I tell you that right now, when you work in the military and when you work in the food field, it's very possible every day. Because I'm pretty sure there's some fast food spots open, you know what I'm saying, still open right now. So, man, I forgot because I got the all black on. I forgot to put the dangly earrings on, man. I ain't even get sauce, man. So I'm just, I'm at a light sauce right now, a vinaigrette, if you will, lightly tossed. What's good, you bud? Got my pops up there. About work the post. You talking about old heads? I know how I got today. I called in. That's some real shit right there. That's some real shit right there, Tease. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That was, you was on some Mike Tyson level honesty right there. That was real. Chapo, repost that because you probably meant to type something else. And it probably ain't, that autocorrect will get you. We got the bug in here. We popping. But I got off and stuff like that. Got Panda up in here. Salute to the homie. So I just took it in stride. Of course, I gotta go back tomorrow, but it ain't no big deal. Just a cool day. Don't plan on doing much. Going on my grandma's house, get some of that good food in, exchange a gift from here and there. And just kick it today, man. Just keep it real chill. Of course, we got to have the co-pilot in here. We got the Wizard just a little bit. I ain't want to, he ain't trying to be done, especially at 2 p.m. Yeah, that's a bad time to get done. And let's not forget the Life Force, life hydration right there, righteous hydration. We got that in the house. What I've been up to, same old, man, just working. Yeah, they got me, we short. We short as shit. So they need every bit of that from everybody. We need all the help we can get for real. And then none of that gonna change until people, unfortunately, until that money run out and they feel they gotta go get a job and stuff like that. So we probably gonna be short for a while. I mean, we've already been short since like August. What we had like 4 cooks leave, and we didn't replace any of them. So it's a lot of shit going on. They don't mess up the job too much. It's still the same old. But the people starting to stink now. Like people true colors starting to show, and that shit trash. For those poor, unfortunate souls who have to work with other individuals or like kind of like depend on them to get the job done correctly. People be trash sometimes, man. I'm just gonna be dead honest with you. They just that I don't want to work shit. That shit is trash, man. I'm real, man. I'm real, man. You don't have to go out there and try to be an award-winning employee. I'm not expecting people to do all that. If that is your aim, go for it. But if you're not, I understand totally. Because I'm not trying to be award-winning and all that other stuff and the decorations and stuff, just all the accolades. I'm not worried about that. I just want to make sure in my job that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And then, Bernie's stupid. Do what I'm supposed to do and that people are messing with it. If they mess with it, I'm cool with it. Like the food, I'm the only cook at the job that goes out there and asks the customers how they like the stuff. Because I want it to be better. They paying to stay there. The least we can do is, and at their age, come on, man. Let your golden years, let you just go out with a bang, man. The last thing you want to be worried about when you die is how dry is your cheeseburger gonna be. Like, that's some stupid shit to be thinking about as you get older. Are my kids all right? If I leave from here, will they be okay? Will they have enough money? Do they have themselves together? Are my financials straight? I can't I can't squeeze in somebody burnt up my steak in there, man. Nah, hell no. So go ahead, and, I be trying to tell them, but they don't. Like I said, man, employees be trash. Even some of the stuff that's pre-made that we have, we still try to, jazz it up, season it up, make it decent. But some people, boy, you got to call CSI some. You got to get forensics in there to find the fuck for them to give. Man, they be trash, bro. They just be doing silly shit all day. And the servers, they be doing some silly shit too. Man, they don't be crazy. This is the worst I've seen people on a day-to-day basis with an easy job. Because I've worked the easy job before when I worked at the school system and cooked over there. They was cool. There was a bunch of ladies in there, older, and they just know we come in here to work, feed these kids, and we out. We ain't got to worry about no time off unless it's necessary because, we all have appointments to go somewhere. You got to get your teeth fixed. You got to go to the doctor and stuff like that. You got to get your car worked on. So, those incidentals in life, you got to take care of. But outside of that, we know we got enough time. We off every weekend. Got spring break, Christmas holiday, Thanksgiving. You're going to have some days. Now, that March to May section. Shout out Miss Faye, but that was at Woodside, Tees. That was at, I'm talking about at Greenwood. But at Woodside, they was the same way. They just worked. There was only one argument that hold them 4 months I was there. Just one disagreement with people. Everybody else was just working, doing their thing. Somebody asks you something, you just go knock the shit out. It don't need to be nothing else. But as I come to find out, people be bringing other stuff to work, and that's just not conducive to us getting through this day normally. And it's trash. I cannot lie. Like, I like cooking, enjoy cooking. That's I'm not going to say a passion. I'm not going to go that far because I want to leave. Like, I want to go do something else. Like, I've gave what I could give to this, and I don't want to be in the position where I can never be Gordon Ramsay. As far as an asshole, yeah, most of y'all know me. Y'all know I'm an asshole anyway. But voluntarily dealing with people who don't know what the hell they're doing, and then you have the other people who know what the hell they're doing and still don't want to do it right. I don't have the attitude for that. I don't deal with that shit. I'm for real. No nonsense. Get the fuck out. Like, I'm not playing with you, man. If you don't want to do this, get the hell out of here. To watch this prime rib. Oh, yeah, because you be cooking and shit like that. That's all I'm going to get ready to be able. That's what I'm going towards transitioning to, because I don't want to do this no more. I want to have consistent same days off, consistent hours. I want the muck in the ground because I like the consistency. I've done that other shit long enough. I've already done the working the different shifts, the midnight shift, the morning shift, mid shift, dinner shift, working every day. Because there's a couple of places I worked that were never closed. The military don't stop. We still had to go out there and hook that food up, even with like 10 to 12 unfortunate people who couldn't go home. It's just mainly for the dorm residents. I'm gonna get in that bag too soon, because for those who don't know, I got a lot of stories that go, coincide with my military experience, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and get them out there because I think they're funny as hell. So, but I just, I'm gonna start looking new year, just finding what what I don't have a problem with tolerating when something gets difficult or when people act a certain way. I don't mind. I'm at the stage right now. I'll be a cubicle dude passing in TPS reports and shit like that. Like, just give you your numbers. Send. Thank you, Mr. Jacobs. I've sent that order to you. I sent the receipt for your order to you right now, sir. And that's just all through email. We don't need to talk on the phone. But yeah, that's what I want to go towards. I ain't got no problem. The job is easy. I mess with the job. but the bad with the people outweigh the good. So, nah. Because it get to the point, when you got people who have some shit about them and you cool with it. Like, if dude an asshole, he just an asshole. But at least you know that he'll, do what he's supposed to do. Like in the military, I had this homie, Lack, and he didn't really want to do this shit. He was just trying to get away from home and all that shit. So the cooking shit really wasn't his vibe. And, he really wasn't about that life or nothing like that. So, but when it came to making the food, he cooked it. It wasn't nothing extra. He made sure it was all right when he sent it out there. And when he worked on the line, he served. So, I mean, like, ain't nobody have to go grab him and go get him or catch him sitting in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet. Y'all know people who sit down at the bathroom don't even be taking the shit. We've seen it before at all types of jobs. You don't catch him at the smoke pit at all times. He wait till we have the time to do so. So as long as I got individuals like that, I'm cool. I don't have that right now. And I have people doing whatever. They just doing whatever they want to do. So, but let's get off that bullshit, man. I ran it long enough on that nonsense. But I mean, you can tell it affects me a little bit and it's starting to get on my nerves. But I'm going to go ahead and scoot past that shit. It's Chrimah Day, man. It's a holiday, man. Most of you are off work. Whether you called in or were told to be, already had the day scheduled off. Some of you work from home. You lucky sons of bitches. But some of you got holidays and stuff like that. Shouts out to you, man. I seen a couple of homies load up the pics with their kids. They big ass doll houses and all that other stuff. And, it's a beautiful thing to see, man. I really love seeing that, man. Now, the funny part about that is for those who have little kids, because y'all know the little kids, after they done opened up all the boxes and tore up all the paper, the box is more interesting than the toy. Because I remember my nephew did that, like his first Christmas where he was, I want to say he was 2, walking and talking and stuff like that. So when he had the Christmas, it was lit. He had the basketball go. He had a, Speaking of my nephew, his sister just texted me, my niece, and told me she's watching the podcast. Lord, Simone, please just drop a like. Yeah, I would appreciate that. But when he got his Christmas gifts, he had the big basketball goals and all a bunch of kids stuff. He had about 12 presents in there. And that's before he got to the clothes. But after he was done opening up everything, he was in the other room playing with the boxes while the toys were just sitting in there. And I thought that was just homie. I thought that was just him, but I got older and the homie Slide told me, because I wanted to mention it to him, because I wanted to find out if other people went through this. I said, now if he playing with his toys, he over there messing with the boxes. And he was like, man, this dude trash, man. This dude over there by the trash can playing with the box. He ain't even playing with the toys I spent this money on. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. They are hitting you with that. Yeah, I got hit with that, too. But I got New Year's Day off. And, of course, since that being next week, y'all going to get a podcast. But I was going to talk these sports this time because I did in the last episode. Everything needs a balance. So this episode, I'm sorry if somebody like Rise and not into sports watching. Just when you leave, just leave a like on the way out. That's all if you could just do that for your boy, that'll be cool. Keep it copacetic. We all good around here. What's going on in this Lord Jesus. Merry Chrimah. I've seen a couple of differences of spelling of that Ken. So I just went with what I thought it was, because that's crazy in this culture. We say shit wrong, and that's just how it's said from now on. Like it's a city in VA, the 757. There's a couple of cities that we stopped enunciating all the way, because it's a city called Norfolk. That's a Norfolk. Norfolk. People around here just call it Norfolk. The O gone. It's just Norfolk. You get the country people because I'm from Newport News, Newport. Oh man, what's the other one? Portsmouth. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Portsmouth, my nigga. That ain't one of them silent letter things. I don't think. I think that's just one of them things we took. So it just took. I love being black, and I love how we do that, man. We do that to people names. I mean, come on now. Y'all know is anybody in the league. You know what I'm saying? We get nicknames to everybody. We don't call nobody by their name like that for real. We even do it to our chicks. I know. How many of y'all got nicknames for your girl, man? Come on. Tell the truth. Come on now. I know me and my homies do when we get booed up. Yeah. We got a nickname for them. But speaking of homies, shout out to Chapo. He's young and won the state championship. I want to say 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, but they won state. Congratulations, man. I know that shit is tough money. I'll be dead honest with you. And not just tough as in who you played against. Playing 15 games in any damn thing, especially as something as physical as football, will put a toll on your body. And that as a teenager, you probably shouldn't be taking that toll, but they've proved that they built for that. For most of the people who go on beyond that, I was never. Yeah, that's why it's weird. Like one time we was on the mic playing, I can't remember, Call of Duty or something like that. This was way back in like 10 years ago, and one homie got on the mic and called me Jamal, and everybody else in there was like, who the fuck is that? And I had to go and say, yo, man, that's my first name. They were like, oh shit, I never knew, nigga. I'd always been calling you G80 and shit like that. You always been Grove. Even my best friends they call me Grove. I don't be hearing my first name like that. Only homies that really call me that is Black Man and Reese. They're the only ones. But they like to mix it up and stuff like that. Because, we be mixing shit up. But we're going to go with the college jump first. Big shout out. I have to get this one out first since we talking college. Shout out to Deion Sanders signing the #1 recruit in the nation. I don't give a fuck what these other websites may say or nothing like that. He is the best player in the nation. And I'm telling y'all from watching this kid, he could be an All-American at wide receiver or corner. Dead ass. I'm not playing. Look up Travis Hunter. I mean, everybody got highlights, and for the most part, most of them stop. But every now and again, you'll see somebody who is built a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw Seventh Woods and Quee Parker, like high school kids that was dunking and stuff like that. But when I saw Jalen Green, I said, nah, he a little different. This isn't just an athlete playing basketball. This is a fucking uber athlete playing. This is a basketball player who just happens to be an uber athlete. Like you could take away half his athleticism, and he still would have been a first round pick. Maybe not lottery, but he still would have been a first round pick and would have been in the rotation. And I'm telling y'all right now, Travis Hunter, he's out of Georgia. Man, this kid is a fucking athlete too. I mean, just a football athlete. He makes it look good. He makes himself stand out. He literally looks better than other people doing this shit. So I'm just saying, shout out to Deion. And I mean, who better than Prime to get something like this going? To get big recruits to go to HBCUs. You got to have somebody. Number one, got to have that gift of gab. Because, it's a lot of coaches that can talk that shit that weren't that good in the league or didn't even play in the league. He has an extra gear that he can go into to let you know, not only did I play in the league, not only was I good in the league, I'm probably the best person to ever play my position all time. So it's a lot. Nobody can really deal with that. And the kid is going to play corner in college. If I have the opportunity to learn, to get taught by the best, I'm going to go for it, man. I got to try it. I wouldn't even give it there. I don't even care if he was a teacher. I don't care if he was a coach. if he wasn't coaching or if he wasn't a teacher, if you got greatness in you, I'm coming to, you know what I'm saying? Like in it, all the, you know, for all the fields. I'm not, if I play basketball and I'm a big, can I talk to Hakeem Olajuwon, please? I'm calling Hakeem. I'm calling David Robinson. I'm calling Patrick Ewing. I'm calling bigs that made that thing happen. I'm calling Tim Duncan. I'm calling Kevin Garnett because I want to be great. And who better than to get greatness from than some people who've already proved it? Now, you can get great without having that, and that's the good thing about it. But for me, yeah. If I'm a guard, yeah, I'm calling Iverson. I need to know what's up. If it's a speed thing, and it's just to find out if it's Iverson, that was all natural talent. He didn't have to. He didn't have to craft that. That's who he's always been. Like that's you would like. It wasn't. He didn't develop into that in the league. That's who he was at Georgetown and Bethel. So you know, some players, you know, you gotta excuse them because they, you know, that's just them. There's not a whole lot I want. There's not a whole lot I want to learn from Randy Moss. Now I know what some things he can teach me, but as far as physically gifted wide receivers, man, you up there, man. Top 5. As far as physically gifted, come on, man. 6'4", 4.3 speed, 40-inch vertical. There was a reason why he only ran like 3 or 4 routes throughout his whole career. Because, man, you can't keep up with him. You can't jump with him. His hands is like that. Like, hey. But Jerry, yeah, I'll talk to Jerry. Jerry won't that. I know Jerry got some gems. Jerry wasn't that big. I mean, he was prototypical wide receiver, 6'2", 190, 4.5 speed. But, man, he turned it because he worked on his craft so well. Ta-da. But shout out to Prime, man. Make it happen. I'm hoping this has a snowball effect, and we'll get more players to do that. Really enjoy. Somebody got to make the first step, and I'm glad it was Travis Hunter. We got the playoffs. That's next week, right? It was pleasant to see how it all turned out. I can't lie to you. Now, I got to check and see what time these damn games come on. Okay. So, matter of fact, next week. Okay, I'll be off work. Hey, that's what's up. I knew Bama was, matter of fact, I didn't know Bama was going to beat Georgia. I knew it was going to be a tough game because Bama got a great offense and a defense that makes enough plays. It's not a great defense like what they've had in previous seasons, but it's good enough to get the job done. And Georgia's defense was being touted as, I mean, not just the media. I was with it too. For the whole season up until that game, Georgia looked like one of the best defenses I had seen in college football, like easily. Like, I'm telling you, up there. 98 Oklahoma, 99 Florida State, 2001 Miami, Alabama a few years ago, the late 90s Penn State teams. I've seen some great defenses in my time. That Michigan team with Charles Woodson that won the chip, that was a great defense. USC did their thing for a little bit. That's why I took an anomaly like Vince Young to finally beat them. But I've seen some sauce defenses. I was putting them up there with them. And for the first time in history, because usually when you don't play most of the year, we already know it would take something monumental for you to fuck up this defense here. Like the Baltimore Ravens of 2001 or 2000, whichever one where Dilfer was the quarterback. We already knew what was up. We knew. We knew it wasn't going to be no slipping the banana peel and they give up 40 points because it was shocking for them to even give up 20. So we just won't know. But Georgia went out there, boy, and they got trounced. Alabama beat that ass. Shout out to Nick Saban. Say what you want about him. Probably greatest college coach of all time. He ain't missing shit. His assistants go off to do bigger things in the NFL and in college football. His recruiting is top notch. His players get to the league and they do their thing. If you want to know, Derrick Henry's considered the best running back. Amari Cooper's a Pro Bowl wide receiver. Julio was the man up until this year when he got caught these unfortunate incidents. Devontae Smith doing decent. Like he got players doing their thing in the league. So Patrick Surtain Jr., who I thought got horribly snubbed for the Pro Bowl, but we gonna get to that bullshit later. Oh Lord, people are texting the hell out of me. People is texting the dog. They man, boy. God damn. You know that's the crazy part. Like I'm texting them. Most people I'm texting to let them know the show going on because we still like, I ain't got no social media, so it ain't a whole lot of links you can click. And if you ain't in the Discord, you really don't know until I send the text or put it in one of our group text message apps. So yeah, it's ghetto though. So. And trust me, even if I was doing even if it was a couple thousand people in here, I would have still answered the phone. I'm gonna still check what it is. And it may not be the move once you get to the podfathers of this shit. But that's what it is. But shout out to Bama for getting that dub. Didn't see it coming. Didn't think Georgia would throw a stink up like that. I'm glad Cincinnati won because I wanted to see that. I like to see teams that's outside of the norm. Your normal powerhouses, I like to see them come in there and do their thing every now and again, and that goes across all sports. Who was the last one? How come I forgot? Michigan. That's what it was. That's why I won't go look it up because I'm supposed to know who it is. And Michigan, surprise! After 8 years, they finally beat Ohio State. Now is the time, Jim Harbaugh. You finally beat Ohio State, and you beat them when not having every player that you really wanted. So, kudos to you. So I hope this bumps up recruiting and, they can continue to be a threat to make the playoffs. Because when a rivalry is one-sided, man, it ain't no more. The only thing you can hope for at that point is a fight. But as far as a competitive game, that's why some rivalries is crazy. Like the Duke and Carolina rivalry. Nope, they don't give a fuck what the record is. They don't give a damn if they ain't lost a game yet or they ain't won a game yet. They know one thing's for certain. They better be Duke. That's how they feel. All the other games don't matter when it comes to that one. Just like the Iron Bowl. Auburn beat Alabama this year. You wouldn't have thought Alabama took no slugs this year the way they fucking marched over Georgia. But for certain, hey, Auburn beat Bama. So shout out to that, Michigan. Just keep moving forward. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Bama all the way. I do not see Alabama losing. They getting ready to walk straight to this national championship, just like they did last year. And it's almost time. I'm not gonna say I'm sick of it, but I want to see a threat. Like they don't lose enough. Like that. Usually you see a team lose. And then, when they got a real good squad, kind of like the Seahawks, like they went to the Super Bowl and won that joint, smacked Broncos. Then they fucked up and lost to the Patriots. And then shit got real and players started to leave. And then that's, because that's what usually happens. Unless you got, unless you can keep your core together, they won't. They couldn't keep the core together because they weren't going to pay them. So, but that's how it usually goes with college football. The team be good for I give it about 5 or 6 years. Then they may have about 2 or 3 down seasons, and then, they'll pick it back up later if they have faith in the coach like that. Not Bama, man. What has it been 10 years, probably more. Just every time they lose in the playoffs or the national championship, it just seems like a hiccup. I can't lie to you. It just seems like just a speed bump in the road. Just keep it fucking moving because they just be beating the shit out of this. It just said, man, Georgia looked like they had one of the greatest defenses in college football history. Ooh, they whooped that ass. But shout out to them, man. I'm looking forward to it next week, man. Let's go ahead and talk about this basketball. Currently, the Knicks just beat the shit out of the Hawks. I don't know what's going on with the Hawks, man. I think like I said a few weeks ago, they not listening to Nate McMillan no more. They done made it to the conference finals and got a big head. How the hell do you feel that good? I mean, most people, when you get a chance to go to the championship and you get a taste on it, oh man, we was almost, oh man, just the bubbles on the tongue. You don't even get to drink the drink. You don't even get the whole Sprite. Just you get the bubbles on the lip and take it away. You're gonna do what you gotta do to get this damn Sprite. They satisfied with the bubbles and shit. No, you can't do that. Y'all got talent and y'all can make a real run at it. You can do it right now while everybody's not, you know what I'm saying? Like most teams are just trying to get other players acclimated on top of the stars because we still haven't seen Brooklyn at full strength. The Bucks, that's up and down. And damn, hold up. The fuck is going on here? As it was stated earlier, this is a ghetto podcast. So I got up in the middle of filming to check on my macaroni and cheese. That smell of that butter and that cheese and the seasonings it crept up out that oven and decided to dance around the crib right quick. So I had to check on it to make sure, shit won't burn it up. But we good. But what the basketball shit. So it's just waiting on everybody to get acclimated so they can do their thing. What up, y'all? I didn't expect you to ever be in this motherfucker, because you fuck with the big time streamers. Didn't even know you was interested, cuz. But that's the issue. A lot of teams haven't gotten acclimated yet. The Lakers, them old ass Lakers, poor Lakers. I thought it was gonna take some time, and I still think it does, because I'm not gonna give up on them because they got fucking LeBron. I'm not gonna give up on them. Damn near like Tom Terrific. Shit. You think I give up? You think I don't think the Patriots still gonna win the Super Bowl after they've lost 9-0? I'd be damned if I bet against Tom Terrific. Now, if AD was hurt for the year, yeah, I'd be done with LeBron for real. I'd be like, yo, man, there ain't no way in hell they winning the chip this year. Ain't no fucking way. But since he is coming back, I still give him some hope. But now they're talking about trading LeBron. Rich Paul had to come out there and say, no, they're not trading him. They think about getting rid of Russell for Ben Simmons. And that's the crazy thing. Every team except Phoenix has been linked to Ben Simmons trade, my nigga. I'm telling you, every team. But, hey, man, ain't nobody in no rush to get dude. I give that vibe. I don't know what that vibe was. You might want to explain yourself. This ain't the chat to be doing that shit. But appreciate it, homies. Appreciate it, man. How's school going, man? Go ahead and hit them books, man, so you can get your career right. So when you first get a job, when you get out, you'll have weekends off. You don't have to worry about working on Christmas Day. You'll have it all, and they'll give you a bonus. Our job gave us one, I think, because they was like, man, y'all open every day, man. Let's hear, man. But the Lakers are old. They ain't playing no defense. The shooters don't hit all the time, especially when the team's not doubling LeBron no more. Like, they don't really care. They let LeBron get that 30, and they letting Russell shoot 20-plus times a game. They just not letting nobody else eat, which has pretty much been the blueprint for LeBron his whole career. If you wanted to beat LeBron, just let him get as funky as he wanted to, because that's what it is. But you unlock his legendary game when you start double teaming him, because he want to get the passes out to everybody else. And if they hitting shots, they feeling confident. They feeling good. They want to bop because they know, man, if I can match this shit, that's a walk-in win. But when you don't double team him, and all them layups, it's cool. Nobody else is getting hot. So when you finally do get a chance to give him a shot, they gonna clank that shit because they ain't had number one, they still playing defense on him since they haven't went nowhere. And number two, he cold. I mean, ain't too many shooters, that y'all respect enough to just be leaving, it's a few shooters that you don't leave alone, but there's some that you can be like, I'll give you about two. Yeah, man, that's calculus, man. I mean, it's supposed to be deep. They give you those things hoping that you tap out But now you go out there, you study like you're supposed to because you got access to stuff like Google and the rest of the internet. You can take advantage of this. So go on ahead, build that mind up, get it right. And this is one thing I never understood. Even if you're learning something you're not going to use, I still want to keep that bullet in the chamber just in case I may have to use it one day. So, I mean, even when for an example, when they was talking about tithes at church, giving 10% of what you earn, I figured out that 10% of any number is just a back number cut off, or you just move the decimal place. If it's 100 here, if it's 100, 10% of 100 is 10. We just moving the decimal. So you can do that for everything. So now that you got 10, you can split that 10 into 5. So now you can do 5. So if you at the store, you can be like some 30%, you can break it down into threes, 30%. Let's just say if it's 30% of $100, 10% is 10. Let's take that to 30. So 30% of $100, 30% off means $30 off $100. So you can take that and do that with any number. It just don't have to be 100. You can build on top of that shit. So now you got a real perception of percentages, not just in the price world, but in the statistics world. So Lakers are one of the best teams in the league on paper technically, but the way they execute it. Yeah, they play horrible defense. But who can really lock up? LeBron can play some decent defense at this age, but he's not going to be the dude bullying. He's not going to be the same dude as he was when he had the Heat jersey on bullying Derrick Rose at that three-point line. Oh, man. Nah, he ain't going to do that. And Russell's an all right defender. He not great. He ain't no Holiday. But, you know, you need a little bit. They may need a Holiday type player, but it's not going to work because you take the ball out of his hands, and I'm pretty sure LeBron taking the ball out of Russell's hands, and that's fucking up his groove because that's what he need to do, what he do. So it's a lot of shit going on, and that is why you have a coach so you can figure out all this other shit. LeBron is LeBron. It's amazing to have a player that you don't have to coach because they already know what's up. They already play winning basketball, my nigga. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but you still want to do it. You want to make sure you're doing your best when it comes to it, so that can create the consistency. If you working hard for something you're not interested in, or working hard in a subject that you're not interested in, it just leeways to make you want to do it when it's something that you do fuck with. You know, just getting up that study habits because you're part of a younger generation, and I want y'all to win bad. Like I want y'all to win. I want y'all to get this bread. I want y'all to have happy families. I want y'all to be able to adjust the culture so things can change a little bit for us, even after we gone. Like I can't, like, even when this generation is wilding, the younger generation is wilding, I can't totally knock them, man, because we all go through wild shit in our 20s and back. We not close to final form. And since we not perfect human, you know, human beings aren't perfect any fucking way, I expect human beings to fuck up. I just hope you learn from it, learn from your mistakes, and is able to build on it. My mother is calling me right in the middle of the podcast. Hello? The code is... I've been staying here for about 5 or 6 years, and people still don't be remembering the gate code, man. She was just here a few months ago. She still be forgetting the gate code. And with that phone call, she did not give a fuck about me telling her to wait 20 more minutes so I can finish this episode. So we gonna fuck up the church's money, and I'm gonna have to end the episode right now. My apologies. I didn't think this shit was gonna go this way. I didn't. I thought I won't leave until 3 o'clock. But since the shit happened, I'm gonna hang this shit up, and maybe I'll be on tonight to stream some shit. I ain't gonna stream no video games like that. My thing is talking shit. Y'all miss Jamal in his sweat mode. If it was 64 PlayStation 2 days, yeah, man, that's you know what I'm saying. Like back then, oh yeah, I would have streamed some sweaty shit. You know what I'm saying? The last to resolve. They got the possibilities, man. They already doing some things. They actually doing it correctly because the previous spot they fucked up. You know, previous people that were in charge, the people at the real top of the food chain, they fucked shit up, and then they said we want y'all to help save the planet. After you fucked it up and you want me to recycle, get real, dumbass. But the kids is finding a way to make it beneficiary for them. So that's why I have hope because they taking this technology shit for, you know, they out here getting that information on the low and they not, you know what I'm saying, they educating themselves just through entertaining themselves. So more props to them. But again, I'm sorry, man. I gotta end this shit. We gotta go to grandma's house. But thanks again for everybody showing up, hitting them likes. A full real episode will be New Year's Day. We got to celebrate. I'm going to get a bottle of champagne on Monday because we popping bubbly. It ain't gonna be no wine. It's gonna be the bubbly. But thanks for everybody coming. Drop a like. This shit was ghetto as hell, and it will always continue to be. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your Christmas. Send some good, sweet, kind, funny words to your loved ones, and be easy, man. I'm out.